8-minute timer. Postcards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 8-minute timer starting now. Imagine a man not behind a kitchen counter, but roaming the bustling streets of a foreign country, finding intricate food stands and hidden gems, and sitting down with strangers and sharing meals with them. Traveling over 100 different countries, airing on 3 separate TV shows. Today, I will be telling you all about Anthony Bourdain. I will be taking you with me to discover Anthony's background, his upbringing, and his overall impact that he left on the world. Born in New York City on June 25th, in 1956, Anthony Bourdain lived in the city known for its diversity in food culture. At a very young age, he was sparked with the curiosity and love for food. At 13 years old, he landed his first job as a dishwasher in Leonia, New Jersey, and this is how he found his first footing in the culinary world, and he learned most of his life lessons. Later on, down the path, Anthony Bourdain attended Vassar College for 2 years, dropping out, and then later attending the very prestigious and widely known culinary school, the Culinary Institute of America. He attended Culinary Institute of America in 1956 and graduated in 1978. Now that I told you about Anthony Bourdain's background, I'm going to be telling you about his upbringing and how he became to be widely known by many TV watchers. Throughout his career, he's been through many restaurants, and he racked up experience, leading to him wanting to write an article. He published the article to many big newspapers and articles, but they were hesitant and most of them would reject him. So Anthony withdrew them and gave them to a local newspaper called The New Yorker on April 12, 1999. This article is called Do Not Eat Before Reading. In this article, he was very blunt about chefs' behind-the-scene works in a restaurant and most of the secrets that they would not want the customers to know. Because of this article's hit, he landed a interview on a local news show channel. Later on, due to the popularity and wide animosity that he claimed, he then released a book in 2000 called Kitchen Confidential. It's a memoir releasing more tips and tricks and secrets behind the scenes of the cooking world, culinary world, and most chefs and people who are not into the culinary world themselves are intrigued by this. As he gained momentum, he later on aired his first TV show called A Cook's Tour, which immediately became a fan favorite, which was known for its diversity and very raw storytelling. Now that I told you about his background and his upbringing, I'm going to be telling you about his impact. On a news source, Times Magazine published in June 8, 2018, Times Magazine interviewed an astronaut who had boarded the International Space Station. they asked him about Anthony Bourdain, and he told the reporters that he felt connected more watching his TV shows and more grounded on Earth. Following this, playing off of it, this shows to tell how he connected to his audience. And the reason why he did was because he followed a no sugarcoating policy, really, throughout all of his TV shows, all 3 of them. He showed the behind the scenes and the raw, uncut truth and story behind everything. And the people loved it. And he was incredibly, leading on to another point, he was incredibly transparent, and he was very open with his audience, telling them about his own problems and taking them through the highs and lows. So all of it uncut, and leading to the highs being so much more rewarding when they were seen on aired on television. Also, for another aspect, another reasoning to back up why he was seen as very transparent, the article that he published at Cook's Tour also shows how he was open and he didn't really care what most people would have to say about his credibility or anything such like that. Now that I told you about Anthony Bourdain and his background, his upbringing, his overall impact on the world, I'll tell you about a memorable quote that he left, leaving us with, "If you do not risk the bad man, you will never experience the magical."